Hello and welcome back to ZRZ, and today we're going to be unboxing the 30th anniversary limited edition PlayStation 5 digital console, and we want to kind of compare it against the PS4 20th anniversary console. And this is super limited. This is sort of how the 30th anniversary Pro is, where it's limited to 12,000 units, but this would be a nice thing to sort of compare side by side, since they both have that retro classic PlayStation look. But let's get this opened up and take a look. So straight away we can see the box kind of has that classic PS1 box styling to it, and on this side it shows what comes in the box. So we've got the controller, the vertical stand, even the disk drive faceplate. Right, so let's slice the box open. It does feel really heavy, so I can tell that there's a few extra things in here compared to a standard console. And there we go, down. That looks really cool. We've got loads of like classic PlayStation symbols all on the side here. All the classic consoles, accessories, controllers, everything like that. There's a bunch of detail on there. That's really cool. So opening up the inner box, and oh, that's cool. We've got the evolution of the PlayStation consoles there. Take the controller out first here. There we go. That's the classic looking controller itself. Very cool. The buttons look insane with this dark grey look. The power cable here, and here we have the kind of ridiculous PS5 slim horizontal stand thingies, the clear plastic things. And then we have some extra goodies here. These are the kind of specific 30th anniversary accessories here we have. So we've got this sort of, it looks almost like one of those 3D stickers, paper clip. So it just looks like a little metal PS logo there. That looks like the adapter for the USB cable, which looks like a classic PS1 controller. And then we've got the rubber cable ties with the X, square, triangle, circle logos, and a few more accessories here. We'll slide these both out, and this looks like the box for the additional disk drive cover, vertical stand, and the USB cable, and the HDMI cable actually. So let's have a look. That's the vertical stand here. I do wonder if this is going to be a different color to the original. Oh yes, it is. Take a look at that. That looks really cool. It's got more of a dark grey look to it rather than the standard kind of shiny metal look that the original one had. And then the disk drive cover, take a look at that. There we go. So even that's branded with the 30th anniversary logos. Even the small details on here have the 30th anniversary logos, so it's cool that that comes included. And then we have a USB-C cable. It is a dark grey color. It does have the 30th anniversary logos on there as well, just to match everything else, which is nice. And then finally a standard HDMI cable. This doesn't have any specific branding on there, it's just a standard black cable. Also, the last thing in the box, it's kind of sandwiched between the console and the other accessories box, is, I don't know what this is it I think it's a poster. I didn't actually know this was going to be included. Oh damn, that is cool. Wow, look at that. That is massive. We got this huge poster, 30th anniversary controller with the symbols there. We've even got the 30th anniversary logo on the corner. This is a really high quality looking poster. I really like this. And then on the other side, we've got the PlayStation logo, again with the classic symbols of all the old school PlayStation accessories throughout the whole 30 years. That's a nice little touch. I didn't realize that was going to be included, so that's very, very cool. And then finally we can open up the console itself. So again, everything is in this really dark grey look, even the protective packaging. I was wondering what that noise was when I was opening up the console. It's like a popping noise, almost sounded like bubble wrap, but it looks like there is some sort of plastic wrap all around the middle of the console. Now with everything out of the box, let's take a look at some of the accessories included. So we've got these silicone cable ties, and these are really cool. These are in the colors of the classic face buttons there, X, square, triangle, circle, and they've got the logos on there as well. So you can just sort of tie these up like that for your cables. And here we've got the USB-C cable shell to make it look like the original PS1 controller connector. So to use this, you can slide the back of it off and then put in the USB-C cable just like that. And then the shell just slips back in on top like that. And there we go. The USB-C cable is secure and can be plugged in. It's probably a little bit smaller than the original controller connector, but it still is a really nice touch. This is like a 3D gel type sticker, really glossy. And then we've got PlayStation paperclip. I did not expect this to be included. Such a random little accessory there. This has got a plastic wrap on it as well, but there you go. It's like a metal paperclip shaped as a PS logo. Now let's take a closer look at the console itself. It is like a light grey on the outside and a darker grey on the inside, which looks really cool. We've got PlayStation 30th anniversary there on the side, along with the classic coloured PS logo. That looks so good. Has a slight glossy finish on the PS logo, as you can see, and then the rest of the console is like a textured matte finish. The center part of the console is this glossy dark grey colour, and we've got the standard ports as we do on a normal PS5 Slim. USB-C ports, 2 of them there. And then on the back we got the usual ports, 2 USBs, HDMI, Ethernet port, and then the power connector there. We do have these small logos kind of raised there so you can tell which port is which when you're fiddling around at the back of the console. A really cool detail of the PS5 consoles is the logos on the inside of the faceplates, but on this one it is the 30 logo alongside the X square triangle circle. So the included vertical stand definitely matches the console really well. It has that same sort of grey look to it, and even the metal part is in this sort of gunmetal grey, so really nice details. So taking a look at the controller as well, we've got that same texture on the back. We've got PlayStation 30th anniversary printed on the back of the controller. This controller is a 4th generation Dualsense, judging by the serial number on the back. So this should have BDM40 internals. Pretty much everything's the same inside in terms of functionality, but they do tend to, make improvements with durability and stuff like that. The analogs are definitely more of a grey look to them. They're not as kind of black as the original sticks. So, and even on the triggers, we've got that kind of darker grey look to them. So this does have a completely custom shell, which is nice to see. And here we have the 30th anniversary PS5 and the 20th anniversary PS4 side by side. So as you can see, very similar sort of design language, but the PS5 does have a more of a cooler grey to it. So it's more cool, bluey tint to the grey colour, whereas the OG 20th anniversary PS4, slightly warmer look to it, as you can see side by side. What's cool about the PS4 one is the textures on the outside of the console. So as you can see, the 20th anniversary and the X square triangle logos are across the entire console, even on the back, which is insane. There's a lot of detail on this, whereas the PS5 does have the texture, but only subtly on the inside. So looking at the front of the console side by side, you can see that the PS5 30th anniversary has that darker grey in the middle, but the 20th anniversary was just the standard glossy black down the middle. So I actually like that a lot better on the PS5. And don't worry about the plastic wrap on the PS4, that is just the original packaging, just to preserve this console as much as possible since it's so limited. Of course, we don't have the PS5 Pro 30th anniversary, so it doesn't have this sort of plaque which shows you which number console you have out of the 12,000 available. But this is a nice side-by-side comparison. Both of these consoles look so cool next to each other. Let me know in the comments which one you prefer. So that's a quick look at the 30th anniversary PS5 and all the accessories, and comparing it with the OG 20th anniversary PS4. Let me know what you think in the comments, and definitely check out the next video comparing the 30th anniversary controllers, the Edge and the Portal. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.